The West Valley Mavericks Foundation was born of the imagination and vision of a group of community leaders late 2012. The Mavericks is a social club led by gentlemen who believe that the West Valley is an incredible place to live, work, play, and support. The Mavericks charter is to advance charity, culture, community, and commerce in the West Valley of Phoenix. The group's memberships hail from a diverse set of trades and professions and include all manners of backgrounds and philosophies.
The Boys and Girls Club mission is to enable all young people, especially those who need us most, to reach their full potential as caring, responsible, and productive citizens. And so with that, we really make it an emphasis to open our doors to community kiddos that really do need us, that may not have an opportunity otherwise to afford after-school care or have a safe place to go, and even beyond that, a hot meal for the evening. And we really make that possible for kids in our community. Last year, $10,000 towards our teen room that we recently expanded, and every bit of that dollar helped us to get furniture, equipment, games, TVs, things that allowed us to really run a great program for what used to be 12 teams coming on average to 60 plus teams a day coming, and having a fun place to come and a safe place versus hanging out on the streets. We went on the Child's Free shopping trip with the Mavericks and Nicole's collaboration, and man, we served just a ton of our kids getting back to school clothing and equipment and different things that they needed that maybe they wouldn't have had an opportunity. In fact, I know they wouldn't have had an opportunity to give.
Angels on Patrol is a nonprofit organization that helps families and children in crisis as identified by local police officers in our community.
We've had several families where father's in prison and the kids were going to get evicted in their home. Contacted Angels on Patrol, and they were able to, help them set up a month or two of rent, including getting, some food and, their basic supplies just to, make sure that they can stay in their home.
The Mavericks Foundation actually provided a grant to Angels on Patrol. That grant will assist us in helping families in crisis as well as youth enrichment activities.
And I actually had taken in one of the students from my school because I worked well with that family. He's about 7 years old, and he got displaced from his home, from his grandparents for a short period of time.
This was a foster child. I guess he came upon a situation and he kind of grew close to the child. There was a bond there, and because the officer and his family always goes riding, we bought the bike for the child so that the little boy could go bike riding with the whole entire family.
There's people out there that are willing to care, and there's people out there that are willing to support and help those in need, and there's so many people in need.
The Mavericks Foundation impacts Angels on Patrol because it allows us to reach further in our community to help more families. It allows us to provide officers with more support when they want to help a family who has a critical need or who is in crisis.
Make-A-Wish Arizona is the founding chapter of the worldwide Make-A-Wish Foundation. And what we do is we grant wishes to children with life-threatening medical conditions. And we do this so that at the lowest point in their lives, they have something to look forward to. And when everybody is telling them no, you can't go to your friends for a sleepover, no, you can't go outside and play, we say, yes, you can. And we say, imagine what you would love, and then we make it happen for them. Mavericks have been such a wonderful find for Make-A-Wish Arizona. They have been so supportive of us. They've raised over $35,000 for us in cash, but in addition, they give us their time and their talents to finding a pontoon boat for us and picking it up in Mesa and then outfitting it with everything you can imagine and delivering it to the Wish Child in Prescott. Riley's room. Riley needed a climbing room, and the Mavericks did so much of the work around the climbing room. It seems like no matter what we ask them, the Mavericks say yes, and then they come through in the best way possible. The Mavericks have made us realize that we have a group of people who are as invested in the Wishes and the Wish Kids as we are. And no matter what we need, if we ask the Mavericks, they are there. And they will do everything they can to exceed even the child's expectations in their fondest wish.
Be Better is a non-profit organization, and our mission is to help children improve literacy skills and become better learners. So what we do is we actually motivate and we train 8th grade students, typically students who are considered a little bit more at risk, so not your typical volunteer, and we empower them to implement our 3rd grade reading comprehension program with 3rd graders who are considered at risk of being kept behind. So a kind of a teenager who could be looking to take a more challenging path, so we want to get right on the right tracks, and a struggling 3rd grader, and you pair them up after school, and they actually work together one-on-one through a reading comprehension curriculum to help the little one improve their reading skills and be more successful. And the result is that both of those kids end up being more successful. So the Mavericks this year very generously supported an entire school site. So we run our program based on the success of the pilots. We've actually grown exponentially, and we're now serving 14 schools across the valley, adding another 7 in September. So we're growing really fast, and we look for groups to kind of take on a school as their own. So they have funded the entire program for a whole year for Wildflower Elementary School in Avondale. So that will be about 64 kids this year will go through our program there, and every single one of them is expected to graduate out and pass 3rd grade, which is, you know, our sort of end goal. We want to get them into 4th grade, but they'll go into 4th grade prepared to be successful. So it's really awesome. It's allowed us to serve more kids. We can take our program to help more children read better and be better.
Camp Rainbow is an annual summer camp that lasts for a week in the first week of August. It is for kids who have been affected by cancer. So there are patients here at the hospital, and they may have had cancer as a little itty bitty child, or they may be going through the thick of it right now. It's for kids ages 7 to 17, and it's a week of magic for them.
When I was 6 years old, I was introduced into the Super Sixer program because I'm a cancer survivor. I had cancer when I was 2 years old. As soon as I got to camp, all my fear just went away. As soon as I saw the friends I would make, and as soon as I saw my counselors, I had so much fun the first day that I completely forgot how afraid I had been.
Every single day is jam-packed with fun and exciting things that they don't get to do in their daily lives. So it really gives them something to look forward to and kind of cling to get them through some really tough times. If they're in the middle of treatment and not feeling so well, that's something that can kind of encourage them to get stronger and really hang in there and fight so that they are able to go to camp. So we just want to say thank you to the West Valley Mavericks and all of your support for Camp Rainbow and the Rainbow Kids events. We absolutely could not do it without you, and we are so appreciative of your support.
Thank you. From all the kids at Camp Rainbow, all of us, thank you.